Today I'll be sharing with you all the top 10 tips to grow your hair. But before I get started, I need you all to click subscribe and like this video. 10 tips to grow long hair. Okay, so about, I'll say 2 years ago, I was forced to cut my hair at least to my ears. I can show you pictures, but I had to cut it because of damage that I had from transitioning. It was just really bad. So I'm going to be sharing the 10 tips that worked for me. This could possibly work for you. This is why I'm sharing it. But a lot of people ask me how I grow my hair, and I just can't name one thing. It was a combination of things. So I'm sharing these tips with you today. Okay, so I first went natural. Well, the last time I had a relaxer was March 2013, and I haven't had one since then. So next month it will be 3 years. No relaxer. Okay, so the first tip I will say is products. You have to find the best products for you. It's going to be a long process of finding what works for you. In the beginning, I didn't use sulfate shampoos at all. I really didn't shampoo my hair very much. I just co-washed my hair. And you can co-wash with any conditioner. I know a cheap one is VO5. It's only like $1 at the dollar store. So if you're trying to find an affordable conditioner, I would recommend that one. But now I have started using sulfate shampoos. They might damage some people's hair, but for me, that's what works for me. That's what gets all the dirt and the oils out of my hair. I'm sorry I'm looking at my phone. This is where the tips are. The second tip is to deep condition. One of the deep conditioners I used were the Shea Moisture. I forgot what the name of it was. It was some type of mask, but I can put it in the description box. Just look there at the end of the video. I like to sit under the dryer for at least 30 minutes, and I deep condition about every 2 weeks, which leads me to my next tip, which is routine. You have to develop a routine for yourself and find out what works for yourself. You can't wash your hair every other day or whatever and expect your hair to grow, because you're going to be washing out all the oils in your hair. So what works for me is washing my hair every 2 weeks, and it's normally on a Friday or a Saturday when I don't have anything to do. Tip number 4 is detangling. When you detangle your hair, you should only detangle it when you have conditioner in your hair and it is wet. Dry hair, detangling it could probably be very damaging. So I wouldn't recommend that. When I detangle my hair, I make sure that it's wet and it's conditioned. And you have to start from the bottom up. You can't just jump here to where the knots are. You have to work the knots out and work your way up. Number 5 is trims. I really don't get trims that often because you can't cut a half of an inch of your hair off every single month and expect to see growth if your growth rate is only a ½ inch a month. So what I do, I probably get trims twice a year because I like to see my length retention. Number 6 is protective styling. I had protective styling a lot throughout this past 2 years. I probably haven't even had my hair out that much until recently. So the first thing I did, I got a sew-in. Then I was off. Took the sew-in out and I didn't have it for like a month. Then after that, it was the summer, so I got braids. Had those for about 2 months. Soon as I got the braids out, I got another sew-in. Then after that sew-in, I didn't even give my hair a break, and I just went right back to the other sew-in. So that's about 5 months of protective styling. Then I went to doing natural hairstyles, so I didn't really have. I was doing twist outs and braid outs. So that's still a protective style to me because you're not damaging your hair or anything like that. And it was very low manipulation to my hair. I didn't have to touch it much. Probably just put it in a pineapple or something to preserve it. Then after that, I think I got another set of braids. I kept those braids. I got those in January and I took them out, I think, March. Then right after I took those braids out, I got another sew-in in March. Then I kept that until May. So I've had my hair put up for a really long time. I didn't have it out at all. The most I had it out was those little breaks that I had in with the leave out with the sew-in. And I don't really recommend sew-ins like that, not unless you have a really little bit of hair out, because that hair that you leave out is gonna get heat damage. That's just the way it goes, because you're gonna want it to blend with your own hair. So if you really have to do protective styling, I would really recommend braids, or doing twist outs and braid outs and just natural hairstyles. You can probably look up a few, hair added or no hair added. Tip number 7 would have to be hair vitamins. I took their hair vitamins while I had a protective style. So I think that helped too, because I wasn't really doing anything to my hair and taking vitamins at the same time, so I got like the maximum growth that I could possibly get. So the first set of hair vitamins I took, and I kept the bottles just in case I did do this video, and I did. So the first one I took was the It Works Hair, Skin, and Nails vitamins. I think they are really good. I really recommend them. This is what jump started my hair growth, and they have 5,000 micrograms of biotin. That's really good. You should always look for biotin because that's what really makes your hair grow. And they have like a whole bunch of other stuff in here. MSM really works for hair growth. And they have a whole bunch of other stuff. But with these, you have to find a It Works vendor. And my cousin gave me these, my generous cousin Keela. She gave me these, so I didn't even have to pay. But they are expensive, and you have to have a monthly subscription to them, because that's just how it is when you have an It Works account. You have a monthly subscription, then they take it out of your account automatically, and they send you new stuff along with their wraps, I believe, and their other products. So these are really good. I highly recommend them. You just have to find an It Works vendor. The second ones I took were the Main Choice. These are the ones that I've been using the longest. They're really good too. They have about the same stuff as the It Works vitamins. They have 5,000 micrograms. Let's see. Vitamin A, folic acid. Folic acid is good for hair growth too. It Works doesn't have that, but these do. And they have MSM as well. Those are the 3 key items to look for in hair vitamins. If you're trying to figure out a hair vitamin to get, make sure they have these in them. And if you can't even really afford hair vitamins right now, just buy them all by themselves. MSM, folic acid, and biotin. The other hair vitamins I used were called Miel Organics. They have biotin in it. They only have 4,000 micrograms and 400 micrograms of folic acid. Back in 2013, when I first cut my hair, I was taking Hairfinity, but I don't have those bottles to show you. But I took those for 2 months. Those are the very first vitamins that I ever even took. I used to see so many good reviews on them, but I've heard that your hair gets used to them. And that's really with any hair vitamin. Your hair will get used to them because that's just your hair's new normal if you're taking that every single day. And I've heard that you should only do hair vitamins for 2 months, go off for 2 months, or whatever works for you. 1 month on, 1 month off, and just go back and forth like that. So these are the top 3. And right now I'm currently taking Main Choice. Main Choice has been pretty good to me. And here are all the bottles that I have. Tip number 8 is eating healthy and drinking water. I read up that, so I went on a little health journey over the summer. I was working out and I lost 20 pounds. So that could have contributed to my hair growth as well. Especially since my hair was in protective style, so I was sweating and I didn't really care. But I've heard that stimulation to your scalp helps your scalp to grow. So when you're working out and stuff, you're sweating and it feels like all your blood is rushing to your head. So it's really stimulating your scalp and helping hair growth. So I recommend that you can work out. You don't even really have to work out. Just make sure you drink a lot of water, because water plays a big part in your health and your hair health. So just start off by drinking 2 water bottles and increase to 3 until you get to 4 every single day. So I highly recommend drinking water and eat healthy. Also, I was doing smoothies over the summer, and I had a book called A Green Smoothie Cleanse, and they had hair, skin, and nail smoothies in it, and I did those a lot, and they're really good too. So I recommend looking up smoothie recipes. If you can't afford the book, just look up recipes. Tip number 9 is scalp massage. That goes along with scalp stimulation as well. If you're massaging your scalp, then that increases blood flow to your scalp as well, which helps hair growth. So I would say every night, even if it's just 2 minutes, you can just massage it with your fingers, or you can go buy a scalp massager like I did. I lucked up on finding this at Forever 21. So I first got this because I wanted to find a way to scratch under my tracks whenever I would have sew-ins. But this can also help for scalp massaging. This is a scalp massaging tool, so you can probably find these on Amazon or something. Just search scalp massager or something like that. And now they make vibrating ones for you to put in your head. So they have advanced technology now. So just search on Amazon scalp massager. Tip number 10 is to sleep with a silk scarf or pillowcase. It's very important to have silk because that's the only thing that's good for your hair when you wrap it at night. One thing I will say, now that I've named all the tips, you have to be patient. You can't just do all this stuff and expect your hair to grow in 1 month, 2 months. It takes a while. It has been 2 years since I got my hair cut. So, I mean, it takes time. You can't just expect it to happen overnight. People are like, oh, Rakia, your hair is grown. And it took me a long time to get here. So, you have to really be patient and let your hair grow. Here are some pictures from 2013 of my hair. I just want to show you guys what it used to look like back then and what it looks like right now. I hope this video has helped you, and if you want to see more videos like this, then I need you to thumbs up this video. If you have any questions or comments, just leave that down below in the comment section, and I need you to subscribe. And this shirt is from LathinaLuxeBoutique.com, my clothing line. I will leave the link to my website below. I have a lot of great stuff, so please check that out. And I'll see you guys next time.